Hi everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and I'm really excited to share this new little traveler's notebook with you guys. I've shared before me working in the smaller size traveler's notebooks, so the pocket size, the field notes size, and I usually create my own using my pattern paper or just plain white cardstock. But because I am a subscriber to the field notes, you get to subscribe to them and get like quarterly traveler's notebooks, these little field notes traveler's notebooks. And I love them so much. I usually use mine to jot down notes or probably doodle, little things like that, plan in. But I decided to actually start using them to create layouts in because I have so many and just jotting down notes and things will not ever like help me get through all of them. So what I decided to do is start using them to document my kids, where they can take these little mini field notes with them when they graduate, leave the home, things like that. I just felt like they're such a good size. I love creating in them. And I think these are just perfect for my kids. Like I'm just adding them in little boxes for them. And once they graduate, they get all the field notes, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to share with you. This one's for my daughter. And I'm literally just creating layouts just like I would in a regular standard size traveler's notebook. I think I missed one. There we go. And what I'm doing in my layouts is I'm kind of jotting down little notes or journaling that I'm talking to my kids, kind of reminding them what they enjoyed. Like my daughter loves hats. I just journaled about how much she likes hats, little things like that. Her best friend, talking about her best friend, ice cream. So I've been working in these traveler's notebooks for a few months now, really enjoying it. And I thought it would be fun to share a little layout with you guys, how I kind of create these layouts in my traveler's notebooks. So if you are not used to working in a standard size or you feel intimidated, these little notebooks work perfectly, and you don't have to use the Field Notes brand. There's so many different brands that create this size of traveler's notebooks for you. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to share with you maybe a layout or two here in this video, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay guys, let's start working in my traveler's notebook. I'm going to actually use or document both those photos, so you guys are going to have two layouts in one video, just because my traveler's notebook is pretty small, so creating these layouts come together pretty quickly. I will be trimming down this photo. I just want to use that side of my daughter. And I love this whole look when I trim down photos. It just gives the layouts, I don't know, a bit of funkiness to it, and I like it a lot. So I did share how I use the other half of my photo where my son was in a traveler's notebook 15-minute challenge. I will link it up at the eye for you guys. I did share it last week. I also wanted to use this 3x4 card that said, "I was not made to be subtle." This totally represents my daughter, so I wanted to use it. I was going through my scrap paper, trying to see if I found some scrap paper that would make the layout pop, and her sweater is really dark, so I really wanted something bright. I like the yellow, so I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to trim it down. I'm also going to end up trimming down the 3x4 card. I really have a hard time using 3x4 cards or 4x6 cards, even photos in that size in my traveler's notebook for some reason. I don't know why, but I always end up trimming them down. But I will go ahead and trim it down, and also that will help kind of bring in a lot more of that yellow pattern paper. I grabbed my Kelly Perky, I believe it's the journal line stamp set, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm just going to stamp a few lines right underneath my title. And I'll grab my Everyday Explorer stamp sets, and I'm going to stamp "Love This." I'll also use my Studio Calico Alpha stamps. These are really old. I do not believe they're available anymore. I know the Everyday Explorer one is, and I will link it. but these alphas are sold out. But I'm just going to end up stamping Love This Girl, and I'm keeping that side empty because I do want to journal. So once I stamp that out, I will go through my embellishments. I just want to add a little something to my card. I felt like it needed something, so I'm going to go through my puffy stickers, find something that would go well with my layout. I found these really old puffy stickers from Feed Your Craft, and I'm going to end up using the little clip in orange. I'll also grab my Carrie Bradford stamp set, and I'm going to stamp this little taco, and it says, "Love you like tacos on Tuesdays." I love that stamp set. I think I bought the whole stamp set for that stamp, by the way. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and stamp that out with some black ink, grab my pen, and add my journaling, and call this layout done. So I'm done with this layout, and you got to see how quickly it came together. It's all about the size, you guys. If you feel like you're overwhelmed using a standard size traveler's notebook, I definitely recommend to go with the smaller sizes. Now my photo is too big, so I had to kind of trim off a little bit from it just so it can sit in between the fold and my photo's not in the way. I'm documenting my daughter and her talent. She's so talented. This girl plays the violin so beautifully. She's been playing it since first grade. She plays the guitar, the piano. She's just a work of art. So I wanted to kind of document how talented she is. And I'm going to start by using my Studio Calico Alpha stamps again. And I'm just going to stamp out musician. I'll also be stamping a lot more on the spread, even though the spread is really small, but I end up using a lot of different stamp sets. I think this one's from Everyday Explorer, and I'm going to stamp the little music notes. I also end up grabbing, I believe, my Kelly Perky, those journal lines stamp set, and stamp a little box right underneath musician because I wanted to kind of write out all the different instruments that she plays. Now, I totally forgot that I wanted to add either hearts or something to the left side before I journaled. And I went ahead and journaled all the way to the left side, and I didn't have space for my little tiny hearts, I guess, or my little tiny circles. That's okay. I end up going through my embellishments, grabbing those little polka dots in yellow, just because I wanted to add a little something, a pop of color. And I end up just adding them to the right, even though it looks kind of odd, but it's not a big deal. I'm not going to worry about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to grab another stamp set, and I will stamp You Rock. This one is from Carrie Bradford. I decided to stamp it a bunch of times kind of on a line, and I will trim down that, and it's going to look like a long word sticker. And that way I can add it to her photo on the opposite side of my spread. I just thought it would look pretty cool and neat. And I just wanted to stamp something there. But because the photo was in black and white, I knew it wouldn't pop off the spread. So backing it up on some sticker paper, adding it as a strip made more sense. Now I'm almost done. I just felt like I needed to add a little something underneath my journaling. So I'm going to grab, I believe this is one of my Kelly Perky stamps, and I'm going to stamp You're So Weird and I Love It. I started with some black ink, but I felt like I needed more of that yellow. So I'm going to actually restamp it with the yellow and add a little shadow to my stamping. It looks pretty cool. I'm going to finish up my spread by adding a few puffy hearts to my layout in yellow just to bring in some more of that yellow, and I call my layout done. I love how this traveler's notebook is coming together. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope to share more with you guys very soon. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.